بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم I'm continuing my topic. As a matter of fact, I had finished in two parts. That is interpretation of what we see during sleep state and what we see during awakened state. But I was feeling that I must add one more part, though it will be very difficult for many people to understand it. But yet I will do justice to the topic and leave it for somebody, for few people, to understand it. It's a very complicated and much denied, refuted and rejected topic and science. Those very people who call themselves scientists of the soul or psychiatrists, they deny. We are dealing with the subject that whatever we see, how we can avert if any warning, any catastrophe we had shown, or direct, or utilize the benefits of the warning, glad tidings, or any information which we have been able to process, though it's very, very difficult to arrive at a conclusion about your own beholding. It changes from age to age and community to community. Yet there are certain fundamental and basic, principles which are followed. First of all, I will dare to come to one topic. That is, man is not that simple as people think. The materialists have simplified things. Very simplified. The man his beginning took place in the dark, muddy bottom of some ocean. Few chemicals got together, and somehow, due to some accident, a single cellular animal was produced. And from that, they started a story going all the way up to them. And then a person is nothing made of chemicals. If chemicals are reduced in the body, he will feel or she will feel depressed, or something will happen. So when he dies, the whole thing finished, the story finished. Oh, that's not true. This is what has destroyed the Western people. It has taken away from them their God, taken away from them their peace of mind, taken away from them their health, their happiness, their prosperity. They have been rendered worse than animals. But they do not know. They think maybe life is like that. Not. Remember, in this one series of one lecture, you can only understand that there is a science for which you have to do more research and come to our university or to us for further instruction, information and knowledge. Right? Man, when I say man, I mean human being. It includes man and woman both. If not instructed like this is the basis so that we do not forget. Every person basically, when he's born, is called one who has unruly, indisciplined, nafs amara, evil commanding self, until unless that person does not follow some guidance, education and instruction, that thing will not be reformed. He will remain slave of nafs amara, the evil commanding self. In my number 2, I have counted the esoteric properties of the esoteric self, evil commanding self. I call it, that is shirk, polytheism, anger, ghadab, jealousy, hatred, love for the world. I have, and cheating, lying, backbiting. All these are counted. These are the properties of this. Every person who has not undergone a discipline, he doesn't believe properly, and has not got an instruction education, will have these properties, and all his thinking, his beholding, when he will go to sleep, is subject to these. And thereas I said, these have to be understood. This topic I have already discussed it in this book, The Science of Man. This book of mine, it was printed in 1984. It's a small book, and this Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has manifested physically. Remember, this word is word of symbols of guidance and a similitude. This entire word, this physical universe, including this word. So what Allah Ta'ala has done, the Almighty Creator, He has physically manifested these attributes of man, evil and good, in physical form in this world. Otherwise, those manifestations have none of their own entities. They are projection, physical projection of our attributes. Such as the greed, al-hirs, the greed, crow. Allah created crow as symbol of greed of a person. Wolf is symbol of oppression, zulm. Al-bukhl, the miserliness, is the rat or the mouse. Symbol. And anger, the swine, is manifestation of one's anger and lewdness. Same as with the dog, greed and lewdness. Snakes, scorpion, swines, all things about which people ask, what is the use of creating these things? What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, wanted from these things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created, He did not create these. He has projected these attributes, and also the good attributes within the man, such as pigeon, doves, the flowers, all these things, the beautiful places, all these things reflect in person's inner attributes. Therefore, there is a science called Al-Haqiqat Insaniya, science of man. This is what we call science of man, which psychologists call psychology. Only Sufiyas are the scientists of man, which Al-Haqiqat Insaniya, because they know one thing, that man as it is, he is a physical aspect, has physical sense faculties, and he or she, I say, has a spiritual body, and the central spiritual body is called qalb, the heart. Translated English heart, we call it qalb. The center of the spiritual body is called qalb, and qalb also has non-physical or spiritual sense faculties, such as the faculty of imagination, the faculty of thinking, all these are, and faculty of seeing, faculty of hearing, all are there. The qalb does see. Who sees? When your eyes are closed, who sees what? That your qalb sees that. Very simple. You should not have problem in believing that. When you're sleeping, who hears all? The non-physical sense faculty of your qalb. Qalb is the center of your soul. Like this. This is center receives inspiration all the time, either from Allah or from shaitan or from his own self, nafs. All these. These inspirations called khawatir. Al-khawatir rahmaniya wal-nafsaniya wal-shaitaniya. Now, these psychiatrists, how could they know these things? We have to know, because we know that when we undertake the journey unto Allah, we leave our bodies and we face the challenges and all things. Coming to the point, I have difficulty to separate the subject from our inner knowledge, from Sufi doctrine. I'm trying to keep it out of that. The thing is, all that person who is still at the first stage of evil committing servant of Samara, he is compared in Holy Quran as Sharrad Dawaib. Sharrad Dawaib. Daba means a creature, a worst creature. Allah does not call that person animal even. In our language, we call that person humanoid. Humanoids. The humanoids are lower than animals. They are worst creature, and above them are animals. They being such creature which have no sense, because animals have sense. The ant knew when Sulaiman alayhi salam army was coming, ant knew. And ant also praised Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The hudhud, the huppu, he knew Allah and he praised Allah, and the saying of the huppu in Holy Quran, is quoted. Same way, the animals have sha'ur, means sense. These people who have these attributes are, they are sharrat dawaib, worse than an animal, the worst creature between heaven and earth. They are not human beings. Do not consider them human beings. They are not even animals. So if you face such people, beware of them. So such people will behold, when they go to sleep, these snakes overpowering them. The dogs, all the animals, and all their deeds will be related to one of the animals. Either the person's deed will be like swine, or like a wolf, or like a fox, or like a mouse, miser. So he will be doing something, and that very animal will overpower the person when we go to sleep, and will become his companion in the grave and in Jahannam. I've all explained. The case of Ahmad Salmi, a soldier, Saudi soldier, who was brought to me for treatment because he could not close his eyes even, not saying going to sleep, a snake would run after him. All the Freudists, the fraudulent people, for 2 years they treated him. When I went there at the invitation of the Saudi government, and they have established an institute, psychiatric research institute, especially to give a demonstration on the science of the Holy Quran, about treating people and also divulging the knowledge. I knew the remedy. I knew. The Freudists didn't know it. I could discuss the case. I knew that his deeds are running after him. And they will kill him if nothing is done. I knew it. Because his deeds were like snakes. He had harmed people. He had harmed innocent people. And these deeds of people, deeds of such people, create a non-physical symbol, in a world beyond called barzakh. And slowly, if they keep on doing things related to certain animal, like a snake will form in that world, and that snake will come at night. Snake will be, when they die, will become the companion in the grave. I have repeated the thing. But this is the basis. Try to understand that. So if these people is the first level, these people must rise above from this level to first level of awareness. Freudist messed up the whole thing. He reversed everything. The first level of awareness, that is, from this nafs amara, he must follow some discipline. And then he must do some zikr constantly, eating less, sleeping less, talking less. And then, under the guidance of a teacher, not merely, who will purify his, nafs, and will help him to change his arrogance, which I have told before, into humbleness, right? His attribute of his arrogance into humbleness, his attribute of miserliness into generosity, his attribute of greed into generosity, his attribute of jealousy into love. I mean, all these evil attributes, he will change them into the better one. So what will happen? This is I would call awareness, though it will be second stage in a sense, but it will be first stage of real awareness, in which a person is stage called nafs al-lawama, the blaming self, right? I mean, he is still not out of the gravity of the baser self. He can also fall back. He has to be very careful. Now, the teacher, and he will not all the time receiving, inspiration from shaitan all the time. No, there will be more from, from his good self, and less from shaitan. So these next in Lamama is inner selves, the awareness, second level awareness will not have these qualities, the attributes which I told you before. He or she will have those which I mentioned. With that, he will further make advancement. At that level, his beholding during sleep will be different. He or she will be able to overcome. In the first level, the basic level, the baser level, the dog would come and overpower him. The snake would come and bite him. The shaitanic entity would come and surround him or throw him down. In this, they will not. In this, he will be overcome. He will throw them away, shoo them away, get a rock and throw those make those animals run away from them. He will be half awake during his sleep. He or she will be able to counter, what you call, save a bit. But still, he or she has to work very hard. At this level, the zikr will change. The first, that basic stage, the zikr was negation and affirmation. La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. That remove the rust on your qalb, of the soul. What rust? Rust is the keep away from Allah and love for the world. Then at this stage, your beholding will be different, entirely different. But it's still, you are not out of danger. Nafs al-lawama, not out of danger. Your inner attributes are still not fully tamed. You are taming the wild horse to become good horse. You are taming the greed, your dog, and it is now becoming, close to you and become friendly to you, not barking. You are taming so many things. Then eventually you make the third level. That stage, the zikr will change, and that is called nafs mulhima. The informing, divinely informing or inspirative self. In that, you are safe. At that level of awareness, you have raised yourself, you are safe. Not that very dog, that very that thing, those evil attributes which used to harm you, which used to control you, those very things are being tamed into help you. The greed dog is there. No, that's like it is tamed. It will protect you. Moment the thief, the devil, the shaitan tries to inspire satanic visions, thoughts, or beholding for you during the sleep, that very nafs of yours, will tell you and try to help you fight it back. Because now it's receiving its inspiration from Rahman, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Khwatir, Rahmaniya are now controlling you, and you are receiving guidance, as part of the Bushara. Rasulullah Sallam said, your beholding will be different now. Instead of seeing mud, slush, in which you might have seen walking, or all the filthy streams or sewerage which you've been, or you've seen yourself shut up in dirty, filthy closets, all the things gone. Now you are seeing beautiful lakes, gardens, places, you are flying, you are meeting nice people, and what you see, generally, it has meaning for you. There is various level, this is what I have. I'm following Holy Quran. Nobody has been able to change or bring anything against Holy Quran so far. Nor anybody who have been able to challenge the science of Holy Quran. It is too advanced for any body belonging to this category of Shar Dawaib. Worst creature cannot understand. So refined and so sophisticated and so complicated science, the science of man contained in Holy Quran and taught to us by the Holy Last Messenger and the Ahlul Bayt, Hazrat Ali Karamullah Wajahu told Hazrat Imam Hussain radiallahu ta'ala, the martyr of Karbala, he said, "O my son, if you will ponder within yourself in order to understand, it will be sufficient for you. Because there is nothing which is out of you. which is out of you. Now this, you remind me to you. Within you is the disease and the remedy. And all the solution for your problems are within you, but you do not know. Oh, my son, do you think you are a small thing? No, you are not. You will know the reality that you are a great thing. You are Kitab, the preserved tablet, and everything is within you. Because, as I say, your qalb of a moment is throne of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah said, I couldn't be contained nowhere in the, galaxies and farthermost planets, but the qalb of a moment could contain me. And Allah, that why? He says, because Allah says, Fi anfusakum afla tubsirun. I'm within you, but you do not know. That's why he said that you only have to discover yourself first, know yourself, and you, by knowing yourself, you will know your Creator, and you will know the purpose, and you will know your relationship. So these are things, which cannot be taught in one or two lectures. It needs years of instruction and guidance. And he that's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whosoever purified himself, herself, indeed he succeeded. Tazakka. Qad afla man tazakka. Tazakka. Tazkiya wa tasfiya nafs. Tazkiya wa tasfiya nafs. It does not come from the body. Tazkiya is always, ruh. You have to purify your body. You have to purify your spiritual self. Who knows how to purify your spiritual self? The awliya, the Sufiya. Nobody else. And if you do not purify yourself, you are polluted. You will stand before Allah, and your real face will be turned that way. And your salat will be thrown back on you. This again I'm going on the other side. But I'm trying to tell you that at each level of awareness you see, behold different things. And your level of being a human being is raised. This is the real evolution, which must start from the baser self to the next, till Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, as Yusuf alayhi salam said, وَمَا أُبْرِيُ النَّفْسِ إِنَّ النَّفْسَ الْأَمَارَ بِالسُّوءِ. Nafs al-amara. Yusuf alayhi salam said, when the woman ran after him, so he felt the temptation. He didn't do anything. The temptation came from his nafs. And he said, I don't absolve my nafs amara, the evil, because it was within him, but it was controlled. He was able to control it. He had tamed it. The last, this keep on going. You keep on doing zikr, following the path, the discipline. You become vigilante on each and every thought which enter your qalb, heart. You are like a vigilante sitting at the door, step of your heart, and you don't let it enter. Your body sleeping, you're awake. How can any shaitan or your nafs can show you anything when you are awake? You are awake, your body sleeps. The Holy Prophet said, yes, I'm not like you. My body sleeps, but I'm awake. That's why such people don't need to do even wudu, because they never go to sleep. So the Freud has brought consciousness, subconscious mind, conscious mind, all that the thieves and robbers stole few ideas from here and there and totally reversed them and destroyed their own people. And themselves, well, what is Freud? Drug addict. drug addict, pervert, and eventually died, committed suicide. How could that man be a psychologist? And he was not. If he knew anything, he knew witchcraft and black magic. In Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in 38 juz, Ya ayyuhan nafs al-mutminat, Ya ayyuhan nafs al-mutminat al-raji ila rabbika radiyatan maradiya, fadkhuli fi ibadi, wadkhuli jannati. I don't use glasses, but sometimes little Arab I can't read to make correction if there is. O contented self. Mutmin mean itmanan al-qalb. Word is used here, the basic itminan. Mutmin, one who is contented. Allah bi zikrullah tatmin al-qulub. Allah, know that without zikr of Allah there is no peace of mind. There is no peace of heart. This is the challenge of Holy Quran. Know that without following the guidance of Allah, there is no peace, happiness. And remember, all the mental diseases start with the frustration and tension and nervous breakdown. These are big. But a moment and a moment will never have. If a person is content and follow the guidance of Allah, the reward will be contentment and happiness and skinatul qalb. Allah bi zikrullah. Know that in the zikr mean not la ilaha illallah, Allah. Zikr mean following the guidance. Holy Quran is zikr. The name of Quran is zikr, mean guidance. Those who follow the guidance, they shall be blessed with peace, the happiness and contentment of the heart. And if your heart is happy, that will show on your physical aspect, on your face, in your expression, in your looks, in your behavior. And similarly, if the heart is diseased, like all those people who have those evil attributes, their hearts are diseased. So when hearts are diseased, those diseases, the disease of those diseases lead to the mental diseases. A miser will eventually lead to become crazy and arrogant, and all these will lead to the mental diseases, mental disorders. And until those causes are not removed, there is no remedy. Go on giving electric shocks. Go on giving drugs and tranquilizer, you cannot heal them. We know who the causes, and we heal them. And I healed so many. Up to today, I'm healing people suffering from schizophrenia, from those psychotic, fits, migraines, all the things with Allah's command. Allah say, oh, pleased or contented is nafs. Come back to Allah in a way that you are happy with Him. Come back to Allah happily. And Allah, so that Allah is also happy with you. Radiyatam maradiya. You come to Allah happy with Him, and Allah will be happy with you. Then, this is the command, and then it is said, Fadkhuli, therefore enter fi ibadi, the special elite, of my servants, enter the group of the special people. Wadkhuli jannati, wadkhuli and enter jannati, my jannah. Allah is saying this thing. Allah is saying directly, O mutmin nafas, enter. Ruja means coming back. Return ila to Rabbika, your Rabb. Radiyatam, pleased. And Allah pleased with you. That's why say, Holy Companion, that Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, as Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, as Ali, karamallahu wajahu radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, Usman radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Allah Himself directly saying, come and enter. Be with my special chosen people and enter my Jannah. So what do we understand? That ultimate is success lies in purifying your nafs. Reaching to the last one is nafs al-mutmina or nafs al-radiya or al-mardiya. Right? Three are here, right? Three are here. Mutmina, contenting self. Radiya, the pleased with Allah. And, this is the various level of our soul. There is no such thing, subconscious and libido and all the nonsense. This is the evolution which starts from point X. Doesn't matter. If you are among the Sharat Dawab, you must believe in Almighty. Because, why? Sharat Dawab? Ants, birds, animals have sense. They know their creator. They have sense. Sharat Dawab, the non-believer, the rejecter, the atheist, the materialist physical scientist, all the like Darwin, like Freud, all these people are Sharat Dawab. They have no sense. First of all, a person belongs to that category has to raise himself from the level of the evil, this worst creature, to the level of an animal, humanoid, and from humanoid come to human being. Understand? Every Muslim, true believer, every person who believes in one Almighty Creator is a human being. Whosoever doesn't believe, not a human being. So what I say is, it is very complicated. In this state, what you behold, at every level the interpretation is different. At every level, interpretation is different. And at every level, you can counteract, you can control, you can direct, you can channelize what all you see. Not only during your sleep, because at a third level, you don't sleep. Your body is sleeping, you are doing your work, you are awake. People have memorized Holy Quran. People have done so many things. I'm there. Why should I tell you the wrong thing? I am fully aware and fully at my, I am full of knowledge at that stage. People come and ask me in that stage. I go and meet people. They ask me any question about Holy Quran, any question about a law, I give them the answer. When I come back here, again, I'm prisoner of physical sense faculties. This is faculty which is embodied in the trust in every Muslim and Muslimah. It is not that I'm saying I'm special. No, I'm the one who has realized the heritage, the true knowledge, the ilm. This is eminent from the Quran. The science of Quran is the mother of all the sciences. There are people, there's one mullah, we built a masjid here near our canal bridge. He always suffering from inferiority complex, like so many. Oh, this science, the Holy Quran, and this modern science is the same thing. This science comes from materialists who don't believe in Allah. Anything which Holy Quran, the Quranic science reject, is false. It's just paganism. As I said, I just had no intention of adding this part because I knew it might not confuse people. But I'm telling you, if you are suffering, having bad, see bad thing, frightening thing at night, then you must purify yourself. Come to believing in Allah, recite those things, and all then reach other level. This is the real evolution. Real evolution when you enter, Allah call you and you go to Him. As happy, as contented, happy self, nafs. So these are 7 levels of nafs. your evolutionary steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is evolution. But this is a spiritual evolution. There is another evolution. Because spirit is not all. Your being, your very life is encased in the spirit. That your being is from a dot, is a tajalli from the uncreated nur of Allah, who is your reality. You understand? I'm not talking about that. It will confuse you. But what I say is, these people who write all these, who spread, ignorance, all the world is suffering because of Western, the darkness and ignorance and arrogance through the university, through the books. What they have given? They have destroyed their own. They have destroyed their own people. We know why the people are suffering. What is wrong? What is the aid? All these things. But they don't understand. They have no sense. They have no shaur. So don't underestimate us Muslims. Our problem is that we cannot communicate with the non-Muslims. We cannot communicate with them. There is no. I can communicate. I've been able to communicate with animals. Even when we do zikr, the plants, the river, the water, things, they join us in zikr. We hear the zikr. We hear the zikr. The rainbows come. The angels join us. Look at those people. So don't get impressed by those scientists who are sending this thing, their rocket, spaceship, all thing. If you look at the whole system, the earth is like one grain of sand in the big desert. So what? If somebody travels from one grain of sand to the, so what? El-Gillani said that I saw Allah's creation like one dot, like one seed from a point where he was. I cannot divulge all the things. This is an invitation for you. If you wish to know these things, then do get in touch with the university, the International Quranic Open University, wherever you are. Is there any other thing which I could add? I will add, but I don't think there's any need for me to have a number 4. 3 parts are sufficient. You can correspond with us on email. We can keep on giving you more and more information. And if you are a graduate, you've done your BA, you can get a master, from our university, if you follow our course of study, if you are interested, which will help you know yourself and know your Creator, and also help you to know what you see during sleep and what you see during their interpretation, and also help you to heal a number of mental diseases as well. This we are doing for the last 23 years. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.